In August of 2018, Governor Jerry Brown signed the California Money Bail Reform Act, also known as SB 10. The legislation will make California the first state in the nation to abolish bail for suspects awaiting trial. The reform aims for more equal treatment of all ethnic and social classes. The reform was inevitable after a case went through California's appellate court ruling the state's bail system unconstitutional. The law will go into effect in October of 2019. The new law will see those individuals arrested and charged with a crime will no longer put up money for bail. The new system will decide who to keep in custody based on an algorithm. For most nonviolent misdemeanors, they will be released within 12 hours. However, in other cases, the algorithm will take into consideration the likelihood of the defendant will show up for their court date, the severity of their crime, and the likelihood of the defendant to reoffend. This will assess whether the defendant is low, medium, or high risk. This California resident gives her opinion on SB 10.
I think it's a good thing. I think that we shouldn't have criminals walking free, and I think that it's kind of sad because it is going to put a lot of family businesses out of work, but in the end, I think it's going to be a good thing because I don't think that criminals should be walking on the streets with the opportunity to hurt anybody else.
One of the main purposes of the new legislation is to decrease the number of defendants awaiting trial behind bars. Cal State University Fullerton Associate Professor of Criminal Justice Christine Gardner voices some of her concerns on the reform.
A lot of times risk assessment instruments tend to err on the side of caution, and that's going to end up filling up our jails as opposed to letting people out. Also, the fact that there's no opportunity to bail, no opportunity for monetary bail, that's good because it allows us to get rid of that bias in the system. But it really comes down to that risk assessment instrument and where it's placing people on the level of risk.
The overall effectiveness of SB 10 is unknown at this time. I'm Mariah Sanchez for CSUF News.